Hello, hello, beautiful soul traveler. Are you ready to dive into this month of August's intuitive guided message? Me too. So let's get started. Before I dive into the cards, I just want to give us a quick overview of the energy that you may or may not be aware of. So firstly, we have 5 planets in retrograde right now. And so one of those planets, of course, is our very favorite Mercury. Now, of course, Mercury gets such a bad rap when it goes into retrograde, but it actually is giving us such a beautiful gift to go within and do some reflection. And it's giving us the opportunity to revisit some of the things that may not be working in our life. So as we kind of sit in all of this already kind of reflective, slow down energy, we're also approaching our next eclipse cycle season. And this is bringing up a lot of that heavy, dense energies that we were working with back in March and April. So if you're starting to see some things cycle back around for you to kind of go, I thought I already dealt with this from back in March and April, it's no surprise that it's being brought up again because it is coming again to the surface for you to dive further in to reflect on what is not working, what's not serving you, and really where you're wanting to move as we continue to finish out this year of 2025 and move into 2026. So just hang in, we're doing okay. Just continue to show up for yourself and breathe and do that reflecting piece that you're being invited to do right now. I know for myself, I am being once again invited to have another move, and this is my 6th one in less than 5 years. So it has been adding more layers to what is already going on in my life. So again, I myself are using many of the tools that I'm sharing with you to help me navigate my ins and outs of all this heavy, dense energy to continue to unravel what is no longer serving me. And I invite you to do the same. So with that said, we also have a very, very, very special opportunity for us to dive into the energies of the August 8th Lion's Gate. Now, technically right now, we are already in the energy of the Lion's Gate. It actually starts to open up and we have access to that energy around the 26th, 27th of July, and it officially ends on the 12th of August. But it peaks right at the 8/8, so August 8th. And when we connect in with the Lion's Gate portal energy, it just allows us to connect further into the energies of the Leo, of the Lion energy, with our guides, with our intuition, with that higher aspect of ourself to receive information and wisdom for our next steps as we move into this next chapter. So I invite you to continue to breathe and reflect and find peace and solace in nature or whatever brings you that peace and serenity, whether it's a long bubble bath or yoga or exercise, whatever it is. Let's dive in to see what messages we have from the cards to help us navigate all of this heavy, dense, non-serving energy. So I have a few of my decks out. These are the ones that I was feeling called to work with this month. And we have our first card here. And this is from the Mystic Forest Oracle cards. And it is Perseverance. So, Perseverance. We're going to be needing a lot of perseverance over the next couple of months. I know that perseverance and persevering in all that I have been invited to unravel and let go and surrender into over the last little bit, perseverance has definitely been the theme for me. So it's not surprising that we're seeing this card come up as we are moving into, again, some very beautiful energy, but yet very tumultuous energy as well. The guidance on this card here is saying you have the power within yourself to conquer any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. Trust your resilience and your ability to persevere. So, and I really love that message for us, because no matter how dark the days may seem, and I'm speaking from personal experience here, and no matter how much I wish things were different than they were right now, or than they are right now, I am still setting my intentions, and I am still doing my best to breathe, get grounded, spend time in nature, and do my work, do the work. Just be in the moment, be present with myself, and continue to show up. It is not easy, but I am doing my best to persevere through all that I am being invited to surrender into. And so that is our first guided message from the cards. And I do love that this card actually has stairways going up, and at the very top we've got this beautiful bright light at the top that's giving us the hope, I guess you could say, that there are brighter days ahead. So no matter how dark it seems right now, just keep going. Just keep going, keep showing up for yourself. Our next card is a deeper world. Don't push or force your way through life. Finding balance even in dark times will open your heart to the depth of compassion in everyday moments. And this is such a beautiful, beautiful, well needed card. This truly is a journey that we're on. It really is. And many people who I have seen, and with the clients that have come my way, or the conversations that have just showed up randomly when I've been out in the grocery store or just out and about, have all been about the springboard, this proverbial springboard. We all want something that we're desiring now. And it's often not easy to see all of the little steps that lead to that springboard or that desire. And we get really caught up in, this is what I want, this is what I would love, and this is what I'm intending, and I want it now. And we forget that there is a process to things. There is a cycle to things. There is a natural ebb and flow. And as much as, you know, we want something to be different, there is still this gentle invitation. Sometimes it's not so gentle, actually, but it's an invitation for us to surrender into the energies of what is unraveling. And that means that we might not like what's happening, but there is this softening when we surrender into, okay, this is where I'm at. This is what's happening. What can I control? How can I show up for myself? And how can I continue to take the steps forward to meet each moment exactly as it is? Even though I wish things were different, or even though I intend to create something different and I want this proverbial springboard. So it's really about softening into each moment, even if that means you have to have a tantrum, cry, scream, get mad, get angry, be real, be authentic, because it's not just about going, okay, so I have to surrender, I have to like this, because it's not about having to like anything. It's just about being real with yourself and allowing yourself to have the space that you need to process your emotions. And this has been something that I've had to work through and work with for myself over the last couple of weeks, especially this last month, with all that has come down the pipeline in my personal life. And again, it is just really trying my faith and my trust in the universe, my trust in myself and my guides and my team and my higher self, to know that this too is just more of an unravelment that is helping me to grow, strengthening me, and helping me to see where it is that this energy is no longer serving me and what it is that I need to move into that would actually be more in alignment with my goals, my intentions, and how I want to help serve the world, people, and bring forward my gifts and abilities. So it's really about finding a way to bring balance in your everyday, taking care of yourself, showing up for yourself, supporting yourself, nurturing yourself in whatever capacity that looks like for you, and whatever you feel comfortable and you're able to bring forward in that moment. And again, it's learning to be compassionate and kind with ourselves. So I really love how we have these two beautiful cards already showing up for us: perseverance and a deeper world. It's, yeah, really, really beautiful. It very much is reflective of where we are energetically. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. So our next card, our next couple of cards actually is Do It Your Way. And the next one is Shine Bright. So you were never meant to fit in. You were born to be a wild and free force of nature, here to build new and brighter worlds. Allow yourself to go and do that. And I love that card. Wow, that's a really beautiful message for us. And the Shine Bright, it's never a mistake to give of yourself. Some will take it for granted. Others may take advantage of it. Do not allow bad energies to overpower your light. This is such a great message for far too often, especially as light workers, healers, teachers, those who are in the healing and the wellness industry. We often collectively will give so much of ourselves, and we will find that it just isn't received, or it is taken advantage of, and we're kind of left hanging by the wayside going, okay, universe, this is what just happened. Okay. So here I am giving of myself, being kind, compassionate, and considerate, and this is what's happening. And so again, this really comes back to the perseverance and the showing up, because even though we may wish things were different, and we're doing our best to show up for ourselves every day, and we're setting our intentions, and we're being present in the moment, and we're doing our work spiritually to help unravel the dense energies around us, sometimes shit just happens. We don't have to like it, but there is an invitation to surrender into that energy. Here's where I'm being invited to unravel. Here's where I'm invited to be present with myself. I do not have to like what is happening. I do not have to agree with what's happening, but here's where things are at. And this is the situation that's in front of me. How am I going to take steps to show up for myself? And universe, where is my next action step? What will help move me into the direction that will bring me into more alignment with my goals, my dreams, my desires? And then it's just a matter of feeling in and listening to the language of the universe, which is not always easy to do. So with that being said, this here is a really solid foundation for us to take our first beginning steps with August's energy. and then as we move into September's energy. So find perseverance. Remember that it's not about forcing our way through life. It really is a journey, and we can do it our way. So how do we want to do it? Do we want to show up kicking and screaming? Because that's okay if we want to do that. That's absolutely okay. Give yourself permission to kick and scream and have a tantrum and, wallow in self-pity, but eventually give yourself permission too to come out of it. And remember to shine bright, even when times are tough. Even when times are tough and you keep feeling like you're being kicked by the universe or shit just keeps happening and you're wondering what you're doing wrong. Remember, you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing your very best. And that's all that we can ever do, is we can just step in to do our best. And sometimes that is just not easy to do. So with that being said, let's dive in and see what else the cards have to say. I'm moving into the animals because I feel like there's always so much wisdom and guidance that comes through from the animals that helps to bring forward some delightful insights and keen wisdom that we may not have been aware of. So our first one here is the eagle. And it's funny, I was actually just tweaking some information for my third journal, which actually has the eagle as the wisdom guide in there. And I love this card. And I love the energy of the eagle. It's reflecting mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. So that is a beautiful message as we move into this energy. It is reminding us of the mastery that we have available to us to really step in and do things our way and shine our light. So what a beautiful card of mastery. And the eagle's energy is such a bold and supportive energy. So if you find yourself having a hard time, really connect into that eagle energy and find the wisdom and the opportunity to soar above and see a different perspective. Switch that perspective, see that bird's eye point of view. It will be very helpful for us as we move into the energy of August. And what else? Let me see. Alrighty, guys. Here we go. We got a couple cards showing up here. Of course, the butterfly, rebirth. You can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have the brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. And this is really reflecting in with the don't push or force your way through life. It really is a journey. And as much as it can be tumultuous and unforgiving at times, it really does have beautiful, beautiful moments of tenderness, of kindness, of compassion, and so much love. It is a beautiful balance, the ebb and flow. And of course, we have the snow leopard, self-reliance. And again, this really does come and pair in with perseverance. So we have the wisdom and the guidance of the snow leopard sharing with us. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. That is a beautiful message for us as we move into the month of August here. It directly reminds us to shine our light, to keep persevering, and to really show up and do things our way. Solutions really are all around us, and I am no stranger to this, but I often will put blinders on, and it takes a conversation with another person, sometimes an argument, to actually take those blinders off and see the other doors of opportunity to those solutions that I'm looking for. And so I invite you to take the blinders off and see your journey from the eyes of the eagle, from the heart of the snow leopard, and through the transformation of the butterfly. So now, as we connect in with that energy and settle with that, I'm going to pull a card, or I'm not going to pull a card, but I'm going to see if there's a card from the Clarifying Life Situations deck to see if it can bring us some rounded energy. This deck is quite large. It's often cumbersome. It looks like we have 2 cards that showed up here. Okay. So we've got Flame of Courage. Ignite the flame of courage, lighting the path of bravery among the shadows of fear. Not afraid of hardships. Confront challenges with courage, for they are the stepping stones to growth and wisdom. Well, now this card is a perfect correlation to everything that we're going to be moving into for the month of August and everything that was already shared with us here. It is not just about seeing our mastery and shining brightly. It is about taking those courageous steps, stepping in and utilizing the power of courage to light our way. And of course, we have this beautiful card that's reflecting quiet moments. And it's suggesting that we seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice. And the other side here is hear what's unsaid. Tune into the silence for truths that words cannot express. Listen deeply. And this really is something that we have access to right now because of Mercury's retrograde. So and the other planets that are in retrograde as well, it gives us the opportunity to really reflect and sit in that quiet space so we can hear the guidance of our soul. We can hear the guidance of our whispered wisdom from that higher aspect of ourselves. So that is beautiful. And I really love how the cards and the guides have really woven together this beautiful message for us, reminding us that change is always inevitable. And again, we are on a journey, and it is how we show up for ourselves and how we show up for other people that truly makes our journey or breaks our journey. And it is seeing that journey with the eyes of wisdom and the heart of love. And as we step in to maybe not liking what's going on in our life, but surrendering into, okay, this is where we're at. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm being invited to surrender into. I don't have to like it, but how can I show up for myself? How can I support myself in this moment? And where is it that I'm really being invited to unravel more of what's no longer serving me? And how can I see everything that has transpired with me so that I can use it as beautiful gifts of wisdom to help me continue to grow on this beautiful journey for my soul's evolution. And with that, dear soul traveler, I wish you the most marvelous energy of August, and be reminded and guided back to yourself in those quiet moments, and connect in with your heart center, with your breath, and do your very best to step into courageous action to show up for yourself. And with that being said, I wish you so much love. We will connect again next month, and hopefully we will all be in a much better space. And if not, we will continue to just listen to the wisdom and the whispers that are coming forward through the cards, and do our very, very best to support ourselves, to nurture ourselves, and to love ourselves exactly where we're at. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And if you liked this video, please subscribe, like, share, and until next month, I wish you the very best.